Welcome to Pyramid Times. Myself Veena Surbu, VP at Pyramid Times, and we have with us amazing guest from Belgium, Shashi Reddy Gunna. He hailed from Lingasanipalli village in Nagar Karnool district. He did his master's degree from Usmania University and have been working in IT, TCS for the last 15 years. He has been living in Belgium for the last 8 years. With this, I welcome Shashi Gunna for the Pyramid Times show. Welcome, Shashi.
Thank you, Veena.
Yeah.
Nice to see you here. And Pyramid Times is doing wonderful job. I do follow time to time. So thank you for your time, and thanks for
Yes.
inviting me.
Yeah, that's so amazing. So with this, I would like to ask you a couple of questions based on your life experiences related to meditation and expansion of consciousness.
Sure,
Yes.
sure. So
And
as you said, I'm from the village background. So I very much part of closer to the nature, I would say. So I was till my graduation, I was living in the rural part of the India. So I was so fortunate, I would say, because in the modern world, people who are living in Hyderabad, so most of them, they doesn't know what is nature. So I was so close to the nature. So it was blessing, I would say. So I happened to, means I was calm child since childhood. Okay. And people used to say that, okay, this guy is always silent. Okay. So that was one of the nature kind of quality I used to maintain it. Of course it was inbuilt, it was not like an action, it was normal thing.
right.
So but I love to play sports actually since childhood. I used to play cricket. Okay. So I automatically started my meditation when I was in 7th standard. So I don't know, by then I never heard the word called meditation, and I was not aware of any techniques. So what I used to do is, in order to win the time, because I wanted to do my studies quickly, and then so that I will have more time for playing. So I used to experiment. I used to sit calm and close my eyes and observe whatever is happening inside, and it worked very well actually. So the amount of time that I used to spend on my studies, but were almost like an hour. That's it. So if I spend an hour, I was able to complete all my homework. I was able to complete everything, and then I used to spend more time on the playground. So that's how I started, but I was not regular. I was like experimental, as and when I needed, I used to do that experiment, and I used to sit in meditation, and then uh, only it's like I used to use it as a commercial way. Okay. So whenever I wanted, I used to do that, but it worked very well. And that's how throughout my career, throughout my education career, all the time I used, whenever I feel like, okay, there is a need. It's like whenever you feel hungry, you eat. Just like whenever I feel that, okay, there is a need that I need to energize myself or charge myself, then I used to use the meditation. So that worked very well. So as part of that journey, I went on finding what is meditation. Then when I grown up, and when I was in my teenage, so then I thought, okay, let me see whatever I have been doing, whether it's meditation or not, or am I just sitting and dreaming. Okay. So that's how my journey started. So I went to various organizations, and tried to learn what they are teaching, but at the end I convinced myself that, okay, whatever I was doing is correct. Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, and then at one point of time, I used to live near to Hyderabad. I used to live in Hyderabad near to Shivam area, that is Vidyanagar, where I happened to meet friends like Konda Reddy, Anil. Okay, near Shirdi Sai Temple. So there used to be a meditation hall on top of the temple. There we used to meet. So that's when I got to know Patriji and Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. Okay. So, and then I was very active, and I was one of the first members who worked on the Dhyana Vidyarthi project together with other masters. So it was so wonderful. Then I found it interesting compared to all other organizations. Of course, something other thing I learned from other organizations, it doesn't mean that okay, there's nothing, but there's always a learning from every place. So that's how my journey started, from childhood till my post graduation. Okay.
And you have also mentioned that at the age of 8, you have been introduced to spirituality. So, what are the benefits you have gained you using this spirituality?
Yeah, so the biggest benefit is that whatever you want, you can get it, as simple as that. If you want good health, for example, I never fall sick. I don't remember that going to hospital or taking some pills. In my entire life, probably I might have taken like 5 6 pills till date. So it was always means, health wise I was wonderful always. So whenever I'm down, so I used to go, I used to go inward. So that helped me to boost the immunity power and all the energy. And the second biggest benefit is that the art of grasping the things quickly. So your ability to learn the things will increase like anything. So you can grasp it, because the moment you should be able to concentrate better. Okay. So health wise you are wonderful, you are able to concentrate, your ability to learn the things quickly would benefited. And at the same time I was also able to consciously observe each and everything. So I was able to bring my consciousness towards everything, so that way you will understand better than through the speech, or through what you see from your eyes. So these are the some of the things. And on top of that, I was always teaching mathematics to the students beside doing my studies. So it helped me to read the minds of other people. Like for example, if a certain child is so poor, I know how to make that child better by going to his level and upbringing from there. So that is one of the techniques I applied on students as well.
Yeah, as you have mentioned, you are able to observe the students' mind and help them. How did you find time contributing to the schools and colleges, maybe corporates also in teaching meditation? And being an IT employee, how did you handle all of this?
Yeah. So every day morning I used to live nearer to Usmania University. So there is a place called Landscape Garden. Okay. Where large number of Usmania University students used to gather, but usually that class used to start at 6 o'clock in the morning. So I used to go there and give from 6 to 8 a session, and then afterwards get ready and get into my work. And every Saturday Sunday I used to go to the colleges, like residential colleges. They used to invite me on Saturday Sundays. And sometimes if there is a session on a weekday, so I used to take the permission from my office. Of course I used to apply formally a leave, and used to spend my time like that. But it was wonderful. I always used to feel like so enthusiastic, and as well as I was so eager to go to these colleges. Whatever learning that I got, whatever knowledge that I have, and whatever wisdom that I have experienced, I wanted to always share with the young students, so that they can do better in their academics, and as well as they can become a better person. Because lot of students lack of awareness, they do the things and people will blame them. But the moment you give them the right amount of knowledge and awareness, they are the super minds that we have to learn from them. Of course, wherever I was going, I was in fact learning from them. So they were the triggers to me, so that the information used to come out of me.
That's amazing. And being a meditator, why should one go into politics? And how was your experience contesting in Pyramid Party of India and your responsibilities there?
Yeah, so I was till 2000. So in 2008, for the first time, I happened to visit Belgium. So I was here for 11 months. Okay, I never wanted to go out of Hyderabad, because I got many opportunities, and then I was fighting with my management that I would never wanted to go out of India and Hyderabad. Somehow they convinced me to, and then they sent it for 2 months initially. I said I told them that I'll go only for 2 months. because all I was doing was all these meditation spreading activities and so on. So I was so engaged all the time. Then I thought, okay, the moment I shift to Belgium, maybe all these things will go away. And I was here in 2008, and at the end of 2008 I returned back to India. And then when I met Patri sir, he said he's contesting from Nagar Karnool. He said, I never had an intention. Of course, I was interested to know the politics because my father happened to be closely following politics, and he was in some political parties always, though he's a Telugu Pandit and teacher. So it's always interesting that he used to always speak about politics, sports, and several things. So that's how I was announced that, okay, he's the MLA from Nagar Karnool. Even Patri sir now also, if he sees me, he call with Nagar Karnool MLA, how are you? Okay. So, but it was so wonderful because it's a new challenge. Till that point of time, I was teaching meditation to students and those who are in need of it. Now it's like you had to go to the general public who doesn't know anything about meditation. So the whole idea was to if a person is meditator and vegetarian, okay, what are the benefits that a society can what kind of service that person can do it. So that was the whole motto. So what I did was I was going to meet the people who are educated. I thought first meet I had was with teachers of various schools. So there were around 40 50 teachers. I thought, okay, teachers would understand better, but I was wrong, because they were the ones who are not change. Means they speak all the ideology, because lack of practicality. They never, they always used to think that, okay, probably you might get some few votes. Anyway, you're not going to win. That kind of a mindset they had. So rather, the homemakers were far better. So I used to go for the small vegetarian rallies, as well as to the small group of people in every town. Okay, those were far better, I thought. But okay, now the thinking has been changing, and people would. But if the person who is who can be a better leader by being a meditator, as well as first he should be a vegetarian, and then next thing is a meditation master, so that he can handle the things at ease.
That's amazing. You have done intensive work in while being a contestant for Pyramid Party of India, approaching lot of people of various sectors and contributing to them. And I do see that you are a general secretary at Universal Spiritual Research Center. What exactly is this organization about, and what are its principles?
Okay. See, the Universal Spiritual Research Center was founded in the year 2012. Okay, by Master Sanjay Ramaswamy. So he vacated his body in 2014. So I met him for the first time in 2008. So in 2008, Dhyana Chakra in Bangalore. So after I returned from Belgium, I went to Bangalore to attend that 10-day program. Okay, and there he used to be the one of the roommates of my friend, but I just saw him. I never spoke to him there. And then he quit his job in 2010 or 2009 around, and then he started working on means he was meditating and receiving the messages from masters and so on. So he came in 2010 to meet me in Hyderabad. Till that point of time, he doesn't know me fully, and I doesn't know him at all. So he came. He said, "So now get ready. So there is a work that is coming up." Then I was surprised. Okay. Then I thought, okay, maybe he might invite me to give some meditation sessions, be it in the corporates or be it in the schools. I said okay. And then he spent around 3 days in Hyderabad. That was the first time. And then what one day he said, okay, you can close your eyes. And then he said, tell me in the place where you are in deep meditation. He asked me that question. So through my third eye vision, I was able to see the place of this Palakonda Universal Spiritual Research Center. So he asked me all the things what you are seeing. Then I told him, and then we started next day to that place. And I was so surprised and shocked that whatever I saw it during my meditation, I could witness everything. So that's how our journey started. And then he said, okay, then there was a deep change that I could see myself in 2012. So there was a full cleansing happened in my physical body as well as inside. So it's like your body is so energetic that as if others feel like, okay, I got a heavy fever. People used to they used to be away because the heat was coming out like that from the body, but I was so energetic. So that was one of the wonderful experiences. And he was the great master actually. So he used to hardly speak, and then he used to speak to me a lot. Means we used to speak like almost a daily 1 hour, because in 2011 again I came back to Belgium. So since then I've been living here. So every year I visit India, and I stay at Palakunda, the Universal Spiritual Research Center, for at least 3-4 days every year. So this year I didn't come due to COVID situation. I didn't travel, but otherwise we also do a program in the month of December during on Kartika Purnami. We do the celebration of light. Okay, so we lit a deepam, Mahadipam, on top of the hill. So around 4 to 5,000 people attend every year. So that's one of the event that I always means be available at the USRC center.
I'm just curious about this Palakonda place. Is there a paranormal activity or extra dimensional activity takes place over here?
I think instead of me telling, one must come and experience. It's a wonderful place. I'll share my experiences. So whenever I'm there, the moment you just start walking on the hill, one everyone gets into, they enter into thoughtless state. You will never have any thought. You'll be like as if you're walking, even if you're walking, not doing any meditation over there, you will be always in meditative state. That much of wonderful energy is available there. So we have a pyramid on top as well, top of the hill. Okay, it's a temporary one. It's kind of hut pyramid that we have. And we also have a small Shiva temple. So the idol is one of the rarest one. There is only at two places you have such kind of a idol in India. One of the places here, and that is in Himalayas, because there are a lot of these days, for last 4 5 years, there are a lot of masters who are living in Himalayas are coming here and staying during their winter season. So we have some dormitory. So all these activities we are doing it for free. Okay, anybody can come, and if you want to do some work over there, you can do work. If you want to just do meditation, you will do it, and then you will be offered the food and everything, shelter, everything is free. Okay, but we have certain principles. Means we have defined that the person must be a vegetarian. Okay, and then even if he doesn't know meditation, we can teach meditation. And then he has to live closer to the nature. He should not damage anything. Okay, because when we first started, we said there are a lot of people who are suffering. The suffering is because they wanted to have everything that exists in this on this planet Earth. The whole idea of USRC is to awaken the humanity and to save the planet Earth. These are the main things. Through plantation, through reforesting, we introduce the concept of reforesting. You have, because we used to have a lot of forests. Now if you see the situation, there's a lot of deforestation happened. So then we brought up a new concept called reforestation. Of course this exists, so we are also doing this as part of besides meditation activities. uh, it's basically bringing an awareness. When you bring an awareness to the person, then the person would know how they should live on this planet Earth, because we are all guests to this planet Earth. We are not permanent here. So being a guest, you must be, wise, you should be conscious, and you should experience everything that is possible on this planet Earth. So these are the some of the things that I could share myself. But I would suggest everybody to visit the place. Of course, there are many masters who visited, and the pyramid that you see behind in the background, if you meditate it over there for, let's say, an hour, it's as if like, you have been doing meditation for 24 hours or 30 hours. That much amount of energy that what one could experience. This is the same experience that we found even the beginners of meditation as well.
That is so amazing. And we at Pyramid Times are promoting the enlightened entrepreneurship, where we want to restore the ecological balance of the planet.
Yes.
In the lines of projects that you have explained. That is so wonderful. And what is your vision for next few years at USRC?
The right now, there are some constructions are going on. Okay, where besides dormitory and other stuff, we are also setting up a place, as the name suggests. It's a research center, so anybody can come. Okay, and it's a spiritual research center. So we used to tell people that, okay, what is the difference between USRC and others? Others, they might teach you, but here what we do is we guide you. You have to do the research. Researching is nothing but researching. What you have to research. Okay, that which is already there with you, you have to bring it out and see why you born as a human being on this planet Earth. Why are you suffering? For example, if when it comes to the suffering, human being is the only one who has accounts in banks. Yeah, who has the intention to save and give it to others. What about all the other beings on this planet Earth? Do they have any accounts? Do they bother about how their little plant will grow? They just give the energy. That's a beauty of nature. Nature gives you everything that you need. What human being is thinking that I need to take everything. That is called selfishness. Because of that selfishness, there is a lot of stress, and there's a lot of mental problems. People are suffering from physical, mental, psychological, and some people are even suffering from spiritual as well. Whatever little that we know, we think that, okay, we know everything, but in fact, one should know their purpose and experience why they are here, and they have to do their part, and then you have to experience, because without physical body you cannot experience anything. So you must be wise, you must be closer to the nature, and nature will take care of you. Nature gives you everything that you need.
Yes. So as you have mentioned that we do have some spiritual problems, or we need to evolve in the spiritual direction also. Can you speak on New Age spirituality and its importance?
Yeah. So that's one of the wonderful things that I give the sessions at my workplace as well in Belgium. So I give sessions to all the Belgians and other country people at office during the lunchtime as well as during specific hours. The problem in the New Age spirituality is that, okay, New Age spirituality, earlier, when I started meditation, my relatives and everybody used to think that, okay, that I'm going to become sannyasi. Okay, they never thought that, okay, I'll be doing a job or doing everything. They thought, okay, he'll become sannyasi because he's mad, he's doing meditation and all. Now the idea is changed. Okay, now people have more awareness, but at the time it was quite strange. So in the modern days, people are suffering from different elements now. For example, they read, watch a lot of things on YouTube and internet. They doesn't know. So when I was doing meditation during my childhood, people used to think that, okay, this guy is going to become sannyasi. Okay, so people thought that, okay, I will run away from home. But then I proved them wrong, that, okay, you don't need to run away from anywhere. So that's a beauty of the New Age spirituality, where you don't need to have the big beard, or you don't need to wear any different clothes. you can be just like normal, because being normal is human. Being different is good, but being like, show off and everything is unhuman. Then you forgot that you're a human being, because human being is the highest. If you, the moment you experience the humanity within you, then you will know that, okay, what you have to do, how you have to behave on this planet earth. The modern society is that there are a lot of channels, lot of things, lot of information is available. Okay, so if you have more information also, it's a pain, right? Because it's like, carrying your own baggage on your shoulders, and then you doesn't know what to pick out of it. Like if you have too many options to wear different clothing, you doesn't know, at times you get confused, should I wear that, should I wear this, and so on. Like that, in the same way, people who are new to the spirituality or who know bit of it are suffering like this. Should I follow Osho? Should I follow Buddha? Should I follow something else, or Jen, or should I follow? They doesn't know. You no need to follow. Actually, you should follow yourself. So people ask me, whom should I follow? I tell them that you follow yourself. If you follow yourself, for example, if somebody is telling you to drink water, no.
No.
The moment you feel thirst, you drink water. All you need to know is how to drink water. That's it. Okay. So people, then I started giving the sessions, and then they started liking it, because I used to give lesser theoretical knowledge, and I used to ask them to experience more. And that's how, then till that point of time, even I see people over here that uh, those who speak more theory, they think that it is, they have more knowledge. Okay, theory is needed only to little extent. All you need to do is you have to experiment on your own, then you will learn the things. So in the new age spirituality, that is very very important, because now nobody is playing the sports, or most of the population in this modern world, till certain age they play the games, till certain age they are so active, and socialize and so on. After certain age, when you are getting to the job, the socialization is different, and your priorities changes. So there they are struggling more, because mentally, as well as, even if they want to get into spirituality, they doesn't know where to go. And because the problem is that every organization and everybody gives a lot of information. As I said in the beginning, a lot of information is also a pain, because whatever little information, if you can convert that into knowledge, and that knowledge should become a wisdom. When it becomes a wisdom, that's when it really adds a value to you. Otherwise it never add a value. Any information is a burden if you don't know.
That's so amazing that we have to live by our own example and our own wisdom. That's very beautiful. And it keeps us alive also, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. And being an active cricket player and also being a Belgium Cricket Federation treasurer, can you emphasize the importance of sports and what kind of experience on evolution one gets bringing consciousness?
Yeah. So as I said, everybody must engage into some sports or some other activities apart from what you do. So I do a lot of things. People always say that, how do you, where from you get the time? Okay, I do the work, I do meditation activities, I play cricket, and then I also play badminton, I also do several things. But I always tell them that it is possible, because the moment you are conscious, you bring the awareness, and you if you can experience the meditative state, you know how to do the things better. Okay, it's not my greatness, it is the greatness of our own consciousness. If you're conscious, then you know what is, how much time it takes to do a certain activity. For example, if certain activity is taking, let's say, 6 hours, I can do it in 1 hour. So I have 5 hours of spare time. And when you engage in sports, you have to deal with different mentality. Okay, there will be different brains, different way of thinking. Okay, so you have to balance. So when I came here in 2008, I was associated with one of the club, and I started playing the cricket over here, and then I and I liked it in 2011-12 time. So we established a new club here to invite more friends, and at the same time, there I also we also give them the meditation techniques and the relaxation techniques so that they can do better and they can be pleasant and they enjoy the sports rather than the result. Okay, so it's very important that one must be engaged with some or other sport, whatever it is. That will also bring lot of knowledge, because you are going to interact with different mindsets. You know how the other person thinks, and instead of reacting it, how you can respond it better. Okay, if you're doing the same thing, you might get bored at some point of time. So that's how I was engaged with the sports. Okay, but and it helped me in various ways. I also learned a lot of things from everybody when I was engaged with the sport. Okay, and right now, okay, as last year this year I took up the role of treasurer for Belgium Cricket Federation, and I interact with ICC. So this is also a different thing. So I always would like to do the things, new things which I don't know at all. So that gives me more joy. And the moment I learn something and the experience something, it brings me new learning, and that will also help to share it with others, those who are in need.
That's very amazing. The way that sports helps us in body, mind, soul alignment, maybe that could be possible through sports. That's very amazing. And why one should experience meditation on this planet Earth, and how important is it for every being on this planet?
Yeah. So we have the human kingdom, animal kingdom, mineral kingdom, plant kingdom, everything. But unless you get into the kingdom of your own, you doesn't know the value of other kingdoms. Okay. So when you go to a place, okay, you had to experience what is that place. So we all came onto this planet Earth for a limited period of time. After coming over here, most of us are in different dimension, that we forgot that we are guests here. We think that all the time we keep our identity, and we roam around with some certain identity. Yeah? We say that I'm so and so. You are just wearing the, I see that body is a vehicle, that's it. Okay, so on this vehicle, you have to keep your vehicle so good so that you can experience more things on this planet Earth. The moment you experience, you know how to live on this planet Earth. Okay, what kind of things that you have to do, what is humanity, what is human being. As I said in the beginning, humans are the only one who has the tendency of that I need to save some money and give it to the next generation. Nobody will remember. They just spend their money, and then afterwards you're gone. And people eat more than what they need. So on this planet Earth, people just eat unconsciously, but your body doesn't need that much. Okay, it's like you have a tank of 15 liter that you're trying to fill 25 liter. What will happen? It go wasted.
Right.
Okay, so people are eating more. That's why they are becoming lazy, and as well as getting more diseases. Okay, they doesn't know how to keep their body. So it is very important that if you bring the consciousness, because all you can do is, you cannot do meditation using some technique. You can experience the meditative state. So if one can experience the meditative state, that's when they know how to live on this planet Earth. What are the rules of this planet Earth? Okay, how you should respect the other kingdoms. You don't have any right to kill any animal on this planet Earth, because just like you came here with this body, they also came with a different body. Okay, everybody has the soul. At soul level, there is no concept of body. There is no concept of superior, inferior, and so on. Of course, they're based on their karmas. They come here to experience and to get rid of some karma. So human being is the only one who want to control everything on this planet Earth. So so is the reason why he is seeking for peace outside. Human being is the only one who is seeking for peace. No other animal, no other kingdom uh, is in search of this need. So that's what people can realize when they start doing meditation and live closer to the nature and experience and speak less Okay, because we speak, the moment you speak more, then you get into the problem. So these are some of the things I experienced and learned on this planet Earth so far. So there are a lot of beautiful things which I'm, still waiting to experience. I'm definitely going to experience.
That's very amazing, Shashi, the way you explained the importance of using this body as a vehicle, and we being the consciousness can drive this vehicle to experience whatever the beauty of this planet. That is very amazing.
Yes.
And can you give a final message to our viewers at Pyramid Times?
Yeah, so I request everybody realize that you are a guest to this planet Earth. Keep this planet Earth as beautiful as possible, so that the future generation or future masters who would come on this planet Earth, can do their part. So we should leave this place as clean as possible. Realize that you are a temporary guest living on this planet Earth. So you don't have any right to kill any animal. You don't have any right to harm anybody. Okay. And it's not only that, even if you say bad words about him, that is also not good. It's also as good as killing. Okay. So be conscious, be aware all the time. Okay. Live closer to the nature, save the nature, save the planet Earth, and enjoy your wonderful journey on this planet Earth, and have a wonderful time. You will experience a lot of things. There is a lot of information that you can get it from this planet Earth. And I wish you all the best and have a wonderful time on this planet Earth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shashi, for wonderful interview.
So I request you all. So Pyramid Times, as I said, they are doing wonderful job, bringing so many masters and their wisdom and knowledge, and they are doing wonderful job. So please subscribe to Pyramid Times, and please share it with your friends and family members. They can also experience and get the knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you.